Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And we're underway. Milan have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well...
And Messi! It's hit the crossbar. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Out to the right, Messi, Shevchenko, in for the pieces, and it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Knocks it out wide. Perez goes on a charge down the left. Oh, what a climb! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Pinches it off him. Great vision. Now it's Messi. Van Bouten gets a foot in here. Yaya Toure. Tries to pass it through. And that could set... Can he finish? He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier.
And Hullet! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Perez. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. So what can they make of this? Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Perez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the flag has stayed down. Hullet cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
No, that's been intercepted. Nice looking ball. And he's intervened well there. And it's Hullet. Passing is crisp and has a shot! And that certainly packed a punch. Now it's Messi. Almost half an hour in now. Pass somewhat off target. And he's managed to get rid. Milan have it back and can go again. Oh, that's well spotted. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Pull it. Roberto Baggio. And this is Roberto Baggio. Now, can they get him away? Picked out brilliant. He's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's got a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
This is threatening. Shevchenko! Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, he's the sort that can make the most difficult look quite easy, but that definitely wasn't his very best.
Raul. Roberto Baggio. It's a promising position. Seedorf.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yaya Toure. Roberto Baggio. And he's picked out the run. That has not gone well. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Raul. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Roberto Baggio is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. So to play, and it is a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. It's a searching pass. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Shevchenko. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10. Messi.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's being shifted off it. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Raul. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Back into the middle. Thinks about the shot. It's Raul! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that was nowhere near his best. That is good alertness. Seedorf. Played out to the left flank. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Quality ball. Now it's Perez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Ferdinand getting this one clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Bullet! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Out to the left it goes.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
Almost
è
an
di
hour gone.
81.007 spettatori.
Pass is just off target.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That has been slung wide. Bale. Oh, important interception. Now it's Raul. Taken back almost at once. Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Raul. And here's Vinicius Junior. Chance to deliver. Pull it. Now it's Olise. He's picked his way through. And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Lascia il campo per il numero 19. Fernando Torres. Cambio di giocatori.
Gets his head on it! Really well taken goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that pass isn't the best. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
Leicester with the foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un marsupio nero e blu, contatti subito.
noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all round.
Vieira. Nicely aimed pass. And he's on it. Can he finish? He's delivered all right.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vieira.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pull it. Raul. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here. Nicely shaped cross. And that was nowhere near his best. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Baggio. Platini. Raul. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's heaved it away. And that's been won straight back. It's run loose here. Raul. No, again there's no way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, easy pickings there. Raul. Distributed tidily. Olise gets into a good position. He's found a way through. Olise stood his ground strongly. Tries to pass it through. Totti. Raul. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Big, it's Raul! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Raul! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played back in. He's cut it out. Pinged towards the front line. Pepe. Baresi. Raul. Oh, this looks sharp. Perez. Yaya Toure. Raul. Not the most accurate pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Olise. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
So off we go once more.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Baggio. Platini.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Adams gets over and intercepts. Bullet. Olise. He's picked his way through. Totti. Platini. Can he spark a counter here? That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Now it's Platini. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the flag has stayed down. It's Neymar! 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 One of a type! He's brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that.
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining one.
And he's had a hit! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Olise plays it short. And the shot! It's a threat and a chance! They've scored! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Well, that is one way to stop him. And this is Raul! Raul! And he seemed certain to get the sixth. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Great vision. It's played through for him. He's shifting, goes for a shot! Platini. Totti. Now it's Raul. And he cuts out the supply. Olise. Olise carries the ball down the right. Knocks it into space. Now it's Perez. Oh, that's neat. Nicely weighted ball. Rijkaard. Aimed beyond the defence. The ball has bounced loose now. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Looking for options for movement. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Puskás. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Totti. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Olise. Number 5. Marquinhos.
Big header!
Number 3.
And he couldn't keep it down.
Coming on the field. Number 41. Rice. Number 17. Gaisca Mendieta. Number 21. Alessandro Bastoni. Number 16.
That is
Rodri.
good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's Rice. He's played it back. Tries to play it through.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rice. And here's Baggio. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Raul. Pepe. Now, can they get him away? Pass somewhat off target. Yaya Toure. Oh, some tackle that.
Added minute has been indicated.
Baresi. Vieira. Totti. That is a great pick out. He is through here. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Neymar! And that has flown over. 4 extra minutes added on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Perez, who's set up 1 goal so far. Now it's Totti. Oblak. And we're done. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3. Well, oh, smashing header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And now they can spring out of defence. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. Oh, super ball! Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's following up! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. That's a throw. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Ah, Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now a Droll. He's shifting through the gears here. This ended up in no... Roberto Baggio! And again! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Thuram can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Collar is onto this. Big chance! It's Ronaldinho! They want to be quick to... Oh, he's been caught napping! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Barcelona have their third corner. Out towards the flank. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's there to make the challenge. That has not gone well. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Iniesta. Good, strong midfield run. He rises! Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. It's a pretty loose pass. Lahm. Nedved. It carries far too far and out of play. Nil-nil still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Baggio looking to be a menace in the final third. And here's Nedved. And it's Lahm looking to go deep. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Roberto Carlos. Olise.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And that interception was Iniesta! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And smartly reclaimed. Lahm chooses to go back. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Iniesta crosses. It's anyone's ball now. Gullit powering forward here. That's been cut out, well played. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Played out towards the right wing. And it's Lahm. He's picked his way through. Crosses it in, climbs up big! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Header! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he plays one through. And he's managed to get rid. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Nedved, a header! Firm header. And we hit half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.